Okay, we leave the estate house and turn right back up the hill. To head further in to Flodden Estates. As you can see, there's the castle up there, look. There's the estate castle, hidden in amongst the trees. So the estate house, B&B guest house, well, it's a beautiful place to stay. Beautiful rooms, and then a fantastic breakfast. So as we come round, we turn left to head back to the main road up towards Coldstream, because we're going to go and find the Battle of Flodden. Here we go. We're going to turn left to the Battle of Flodden. So we go up here towards Flodden Field. Battle in 1513. The battle lines are drawn, the killing fields, the Scottish battle line. Outflanked, ready, armed for the fight. Let battle commence. Let's go and have a look. It was said that within 30 minutes, 10,000 men lay dead. 10,000 men all over these fields. The killing fields. Unbelievable, isn't it? Just this small area for the English to defeat the Scots with swords and spears. Ah! Your battle has just begun and you find yourself in the English lines. Those around you are armed with billhooks and halberds, short stout weapons which can be thrust or swung to deadly effect. The Scottish army is spread along the skyline. You can see the white smoke from the first volley of their heavy cannon, which they had dragged through the mud from their positions on Flodden Hill. They struggle to find the range and many of their shots fizz harmlessly overhead, but the lighter, more manoeuvrable English guns are about to return fire with greater effect. The forces of Hume and Huntley on the Scottish left will soon begin their advance down the slope to engage the English lines, under the command of Edmund Howard. Over to your right. Hume and Huntley's attack proves devastating to the English right flank, commanded by Edmund Howard. He is greatly outnumbered, and only the timely arrival of Dacre's horsemen saves the day. But on reaching the boggy ground in the dip ahead of you, they lose momentum and the tight formation upon which the pike depends. They are set upon by the English billmen, whose weapon is less unwieldy and much more suitable for close quarter fighting. King James and his troops attack in turn, but after initially pushing back the English lines, they run into similar difficulties during close combat. The year is 1513, which saw Henry VIII campaigning in France, leaving seasoned warrior, the Earl of Surrey, to guard northern England. Surrey marched his forces north, but avoiding the Scottish position with a wide flanking move to the east, making his approach from the north via Twizel Bridge. Battle commenced on the late afternoon of 9th of September 1513, when the guns opened fire from the Scots. It was dull, damp and muddy, having rained for most of the day. In the following hours these fields became the scene of bloody carnage, which an estimated 4,000 Englishmen and 10,000 Scots, including their king and many nobles, lost their lives. So that's the Battle of Flodden. 600 years ago, this year, in September the 9th, 2013, it is 600 years since this battle took place. So that's the Battle of Flodden site. And of course now I'm riding over ground that may well have been covered in floods of blood 600 years ago. So as we come back down from the battle site, we turn right to head south on the A697. Now here we're going to turn left towards Chatton, and that's going to take us towards Chillingham Castle. So we're heading east back towards the coast, but we're not going to obviously go that far. Here we're coming into the little village of Chatton. Now we're going to be turning right just as you enter the little village, and that takes us down to Chillingham. Now we've just entered the little hamlet of Chillingham, the home of the most haunted castle in the world.